Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Technology. So here we are today, episode 57. And let's see, last episode we were working on the cat furnace and the chemical plant. And between episodes I did a little bit of heavy lifting, some making of some machines and whatnot. And I'll get all to that. I'll get to all of that here shortly. Okay, so replace ABS. Oh yeah, so I didn't get rid of those ABSs yet. I guess I'll have to get to that. But there is a caveat, or there is a an asterisk on this one. But I'll get to that. Okay, so PGS reduction. So the platinum group sludge processing. Did I not bookmark that? I did not. So the platinum group processing, or the group sludge processing, can all be handled within the chemical reduction plant, right? And that's just the regia and the group sludge with all the outputs. And that is taken care of. Let's see, is it on that platform? Oh goody, here come the hiccups. Okay, so there you can see I have a couple of plants there. I don't know if I plugged it into that one, that group, or yeah, it might be going down there. So let's just like fly on down there. Did I do anything here? I did. Yeah, so here you go. You can see the platinum group sludge with the regia. And wait, shoot, did I forget to put in an plug in the output? Oh, I did. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh. Anywho, let's go ahead and fix that right now, shall we? Yay for the influx of 5 million buckets of fluid. Oh, that wouldn't make a lot of sense why I was having some shortages of fluids. Anywho, as you can see, I've got a couple of them here. Kind of just pre-planning. Okay, there should be empty. These two obviously will share those outputs and vice versa. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. So see, better distilled water. There's that too. Effectively. Yeah, I made a this large fractioning distillery for our distilled water. So we're good there now. Dedicated end stone. Oh, yeah. Let's see, where did I put that machinery? Basically, I got tired of... Let's see, where did I put that machine? I think it should be down either on this platform. No, okay, it's over here, I think. And am I... Hold on. Audio? Okay, there we go. Dedicated end stone right here. So I made an LCR just for end stone because I was tired of it jamming up the Megacraft. So because we need so much end stone at all times, I figured just give it its own dedicated LCR. Torches. Yay, light. Right, so that is, again, of course, making us our end stone. What are you doing over here? Okay, nothing new there. Is this something I did recently? No. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to go back to that platform over here. So the dedicated end stone, that's taken care of. Sodium persulfate. Yes. I'm thinking. I think I put the new sodium persulfate recipe within this chemical plant right here. Yeah, there it is. So the sodium, sulfur, and oxygen. I also saw that we were kind of low on sodium. I realized that our clay processing, something I normally do in these kinds of playthroughs with electrolyzer, where you get sodium, lithium, aluminum, and silicon. Yeah, that I wasn't doing that at all. But I realize it's a very good reason why I'm not doing that anymore. Because we have oodles of sodium hydroxide. I hit the yield. Yep, so if we electrolyze that, we get sodium. And we get oxygen, hydrogen back. So that is actually set up in a electrolyzer. Do I have my wand? Don't have a block down there, do I? Are you the one? I think this is electrolyzer right here. Yes. Right, so I made another electrolyzer or another multi-block for, you know, electrolyzing. And that is running off of a ZPM. So this is going to be responsible for like batch crafting sodium, carbon, you know, all the recipes that I had in a single block machine are now being handled here. So we get rid of that. Electrolysis, supercrafter, yep, just cover that. Macerator for endstone. Right, so I think I was showing it off somewhere over here, and I need to make another anchor down there, just so I don't delay this anymore. Beat 2. I think that's about right here. Major machines, beat 2. Major. There we go. Okay, so that's taken care of. You should be the macerator. Yep, so that is making endstone dust. And I make sure I limit control it so it doesn't get away from us. Let me move some windows around here, so I know where I'm at, recording time, whatnot. Okay, so that's done. And this is kind of done, but I'll just leave it there. Okay, so the other thing is I made another bulk chiller, because that is making us ender air, and I just realized how much ender air do we have? Okay, we're not bulking up. I believe we're making enough ender air, or using enough liquid ender air that it won't bulk up. And okay, yeah, so the other thing, of course, is now I have the double ABSs here. Now, I was gonna put in a vacuum freezer right here, but then I realized, wait a minute, there's the Arctic chiller. But then I realized we have the bulk chiller. Now, it's probably a bad idea. It's probably a really bad idea. But what if I make a subnetwork that delivers fluid from that into here? Let's see, you know what? Let me look at it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 wide. If I did one block in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Better yet, I could probably put it right here. I think that would work out a little better. That was not what I should have done. Let me put that back in there. I really miss feral flare lanterns. Anywho, I think I could put a bulk chiller in this little spot right here, and then we'll make a sub network that will basically throw the bulk chiller here, the bulk furnace. The cat furnace will spit out the fluid into an interface, and that will go into some fluid cells and whatnot in a subnetwork, and that will connect over into the chiller and be sent off. All right, and then we have, of course, the solidifier for the solidification. Oh, I need to get another ZPM hatch there. I mean, oh god, converter. My throat is having a hard time. There we go. Yeah, so that, let's see, was there anything else that I didn't write down but took care of to some degree? Don't think so. Now, something that I do want to get Oh, you know what? There was one other thing that I created while we waited for the episode to be recorded. And where did I put it? Piece of... there we go. As you can see, we have the Mark II fusion reactor, and I may have talked about this before, so please forgive me if I am forgetful. But we have just about everything, and we're going to need fusion glass to make the fusion ring. Now, that's probably going to be needed. I think the Mark II, yes. Mark II is going to be needed to make argon plasma. And it's slightly better plasma, I believe. Yeah, that needs a bucket to bucket, and this needs, what, a 1/9 of an ingot to a bucket? It's, for all I know, I believe it burns the same amount of bucket per energy, but it's just cheaper. Because with argon plasma, you're dealing with magnesium and carbon. Carbon and being really easy to get. Magnesium, there was some system. What was it? Oh yeah, the magnesium coming from electrolyzing either the clay dust or the hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, once I do get that set up and do get everything working over towards making argon plasma, is make a make sure I have all those fluids auto stocked. Okay, so I'm gonna get that put down right here. We are gonna request up another chiller. And this, okay, there we go. So that's on its way. So I think I will pause here. I'm gonna wait for this to come back. I'm gonna build it, and I'll get all of the materials needed to start making that subnetwork. Yeah, I'm gonna need some smart cables probably to separate things out, and or anchors. Okay, that being said, I will be back in a few. Hey everybody, we are back. All right, so while I was away, got the chiller all set up, and you can see there's some setup down here. So yeah, down here I've routed a subnetwork, kind of messy, but oh well. This cat furnace is going to, let me see, let me get around here. We're gonna have the recipes obviously come into this item provider. It's gonna send into the inputs, and then the output obviously will come down here, and it's going to deposit into our ME drive here as a temporary storage. And then, like we've done before with similar machines, we have the stocking input hatch, and that's gonna pull all fluids from the system. And there's a mold right here, so that should theoretically be good to go. That's powered. Is the furnace? Yes. Okay, let's go up and see about nabbing. Where was the blast furnace? The older blast furnace wasn't down there. No, where? Wasn't it not up here? Yeah, it's right there. So if we're doing the freezer, let's go ahead and grab, let's do watertight. Come down here. And we're gonna need the programmed card. Bada boopy. In you go. Okay, so watertight. And there we go. So that's cooking. And there we go. Now the real question is, how much is that making at a time? 15? Okay. And you can see the watertight. Let's see. Terminal. There we go. Oh, hiccups are great. Give me a second. Okay, maybe it's gone. I don't know. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so that's all good to go there. We have this other one. Did I put a control hatch on this one? Oh, no, these are not control hatches. Okay, so that's fine. That's powered. That does not have a flux point on it. So let's fix that. All right, there we go. Boop. Sweet. So that's set. All right, then as for this, yeah, I guess we're gonna need another solidifier and a casting mold. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. And a bada boop. Oh wait, I just gotta wait for that to finish. I think I already have the hammer there in preparation. Okay. ULV in to put but there we go. Boop. Okay, cool. So the input's right there. So maybe put lay output here. It'll be output bus. Is that gonna take too? No, shouldn't take that long. Come on. Come to Papa. There we go. So cable. Okay. Gonna have to get a little buildy here. Honestly, I could probably do a lot more wireless connectors set up here, but I don't know. Probably wouldn't hurt. But then I gotta worry about wireless connector cards, but really that's just a one and done situation. Anywho, that should be good. And then we gotta make a connection or a pattern provider situation here. Let's see. Let's do it like this. There we go. And then beep beep. Right, and that should be input. Good. Boop boop. Let's see. Fiber? That should work. Like that, and we come back here. There we go. Okay, that should be good. So we're gonna go ahead and call that cat furnace solids. And ideally, this should be all good to go. I don't think I have. Oh, I do right there. Do I have a 16 on the ready? Do not. But I have a 4 there. I mean, a 64, but we're waiting for that for use later. Okay, so that's set up. Should probably go ahead, grab all of the patterns for the freezer. And we're gonna drop down. It's a lot easier to do than descending. We're gonna come over here, put those all in there. Sweet. And then the solidifier. That should be somewhere right here, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. There's only the one right there right now. I don't know if we're going to need anything else with the solidifier, but... oh well. Alright, so that was the nickel zinc. Nickel zinc. Alright, yeah, of course. In you go. Nickel, zinc. Did I forget something? Oh, did I not? I see. Do I not have a... I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Then maybe you? Bitch. Cable? Beep. Oh, there we go. All right, that's fixed. Cool. So that and that, that and that are all working. So with that out of the way, let's look at the quest book. Yes, so now that we have the fusion, we can start getting into materials like americium, darmstadium. Tritanium is locked, but we're going to need duranium. Mark 1 fusion reactor. Wait. Lizzie? Okay, duranium. Oh yeah, Mark 1. Gallium, radium. Oh, I guess I gotta get on to making that stuff. That's a question. That could be solidified. But if, I guess what I would just end up doing is have it go, the fluid go into the system, and then I send it into a solidifier crafter. I think I already have one of those going on, don't I? Yes. Technically, right here. But ideally, I'm going to be making another solidifier multi-block for that. And thankfully, we have freed up some space. Not over there. I can get rid of all this stuff. Yep, that should be enough. I hate how I have to do it like this. That works. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, let me get rid of some crap. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I can get rid of that one too. So I could probably put a solidifier array right here and get that ready for all the other solidifier recipes that I need to do, or move over rather. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and put that all away. We're gonna want to get some egg on and get y'all cleaned up. You can go away. Okay. And you two Oh, yeah. Cool. Sorry, I'm like not sure what to say in dead air time here. But yeah, there we go. That it's all cleaned up a little bit. Sort of. Not really yet, but I'm working on it. Okay. My clipboard. Hate when I do that. I see things and I still click it into the god dang inventory. All right. Let's clear it up. I'm not sure what you are about. Helium. Wait, is it even doing anything? Oh, it's okay. Gotcha. All right, so with that done, methinks I should get into making a fusion reactor. Let's see, did I put the... There you are. Oh, do I not have the hatches? Was it? Where's the... Okay. The ZPM. I thought I had more than that. Oh yeah, should be quiet phone. Well, it appears I'm short some energy hatches. So let me do this. We're gonna need to request up some more of that for the Fusion Mark II. And I think I will pause here and come back when this is done. And let's see. I've already built the fusion rings on camera, so I'll probably come back once I've completed the Fusion Ring Mark II, and we'll go from there on what we're going to do next. Okay, back in a few. Hey everybody, we are back. All right, so as you can see here, we've got the Mark II fusion reactor all good and built. And we got ZPM power plugged in here, right? Yeah, ZPM, yeah. So that's good. So this initial Mark II might just be used to prepare certain ingot types, I think. And eventually I want to get into the argon plasma production, but that's going to need magnesium and carbon in a dedicated reactor ring. And, well, I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing with these yet. But let's see. Like I said, Duranium... Go away, Windows. Duranium is going to be made in a Mark I with gallium and radon. So I guess we could temporarily use this to craft. I'm just thinking here because there's 2 input hatches. I could just make one of these a dummy or something. In output hatch, you know, I think I might just do it differently this time. We're gonna get 2 regular input hatches. I'm gonna get rid of these. Put that away. That should be finishing up any moment now. Is that... almost done there? There we go. Okay, so this way, at least this way, I can do... pop like that. Actually, if I'm gonna do it like this, let me... There we go. So, bus. That. And over here. Oops. Like so. Okey-dokey. So that should be good to go, at least on the output. Now for this, probably gonna wire the cable up this way. That. And then like that, maybe? It's a little messy, but I'll put it at the anchor here whenever I need to do higher levels. Okay. So, if I do you, okay. Now, let's mosey on over. Not there. How's our plasma situation going, by the way? Okay. These are gonna max out, and then that plasma should go up. Okay. Okay. 1K. Duranium. And just thinking ahead here. Darmstadium. Mk2. And Americium. So, Darmstadium. Wait, that's liquid. Wait, is that right? Yeah. Then, Americium. Americium. And, Tritanium, possibly? Tritanium. And... we'll call it there. So, equal distribution. Go ahead and put that in there. Cool. And that we're going to call Fusion Mk2. Bada boop. Sweet. Now, we can make up a pattern for Duranium. And gallium, I think we need to get that. We should have radon gas, yes. Liquid gallium. We have the vanadium, but not the liquid. So let's get that fixed up. We could probably do the dust. Then extract. And then you. Fusion. Okay, so let's pop over. Let's see if this works. That's not supposed to be there. Oh, there you are. There, I lost it again. Okay, it's still... I see. Forgot about that step. Base. And then there we go. So that should be fixed, I think. Let's get that out of there. There we go. And get you out of there. There we go. All right, so now that's heating up. It's gonna output that duranium. Because we're not dedicating a fusion ring to any fluid, we're not gonna lock that fluid hatch. All right, so there we go. Getting that duranium. Just now, we would need to make a ingot mold cast out of that. And that's another thing that I need to get doing, is making that solidifier. And like I said I was going to do earlier. But, yeah. Now, with all this power, all these machines that we're implementing that are taking more and more power, we need to make sure that we are keeping up with all that power. Let's check on our rotors down here and see if anything needs replacing. Looks like those are all good. Those are all good. Yeah, it's not worn out. Are you good? I think you're going to need another blade. So I'll pop that in there. I have a feeling some of these blades are going to... Oop, okay, that one's still going. Yeah, I need to up my... Wait, what? Hold on. I need to up my fluid game for these turbines. But, that being said... Oh, get rid of that. Okay, so I guess that is fine. You and you are fine. Okay, so I guess we don't need any more. How's our power situation? It looks like we're losing energy, of course, but it's kind of jumping back up again as well. Now, I really want to get that plasma going, the argon plasma. Allegedly, it burns better. But I'm just not sure if I want to depend on that just yet. Okay, so solidification array. Oh, you know what? I spelled it wrong, so it's solidifier. So let's go. Can I middle click, please? Thank you. Let's get that requested up and get that going. So let's see. With the argon plasma, again, we burn 6.3 seconds of it. Let's see. Plasma turbine. Supreme plasma turbine. Is this something we can do yet? No. Yeah, I don't think we really have the means to make a better turbine until UHV. So I'm gonna have to stick with the LPTs for a bit longer. And there's a Duranium all fixed up. Oh, we're gonna need the ingot for the quest now, wouldn't we? Okie dokie. Let's check on the solidifier. That's almost done. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna go get the solidifier once it's all done, get it set up, and move over those recipes. Okay, back in a few. Hey everybody, we are back. Okay, So I did some more stuff while I was away. Worked on setting up more chemical plants to handle tungstate dust. So that's making tungsten, and it's kind of slow. And wait a minute, what's going on with this? Hydrochloric acid. We're at a hydrochloric acid deficiency. I'm gonna need to figure out how to make that better. I don't know, I'll have to look into that. But anyway, I added another fusion ring over there because I was still running low on plasma, but additionally, you can see that I made the Mark II fusion reactor. Well, a second one, that is. And I'll get rid of these blocks later, but this one is going to be designed to making the argon plasma, which that is made from, again, carbon and magnesium. We got to make sure that that is all set up and good to go. And yeah, I don't know, just kind of tidying things up, making things faster. I think I added another, where is it? Yeah, another tower of LPTs. But it looks like our power is filling up, so that's good. And let's see, plasma, yeah. Okay, so I did kind of get going on making Duranium. So there's that. So yeah, again with Duranium, that comes from the fusion of radon and gallium, which I had to get the gallium, liquid gallium set up in an extractor. Of course, that's being requested on our Mark II for speed and honor crafting, I guess, in general. So go ahead and put that away. Now, there's Tritanium that's unlocked. Oh yeah, I made that at some point. What's going on with you? Why did I... There we go. Oh, I just realized I don't think... Oh, no. You know, my Minecraft output is not set properly. Okay, that should be better. Right, so back to the quest book. That's good. So there's Darmstadium, there's Tritanium. Let's see. Tritanium. That's gonna be Duranium and Titanium. So did we? Yeah, okay. So Tritanium then. Boop. It's gonna be a Mark II situation, and those are all good. Fusion. Now, did I add a fluid cell for Tritanium? I would have to see on that now, won't we? It's making the Duranium right now. I swear I put that in maybe in the Fusion Mark II situation. Let's see. I think I did. Yes, you can see it's making the Duranium right now. And the question is that gonna be finishing up? Yeah, it looks like it's got a few more ingots worth. So while that cooks, let's head back over to here. And we're gonna do liquid usage, solidify, boom. And then ingot. Solidify. And then once that finishes up, we should be able to request our first Tritanium ingot. Meanwhile, while that cooks, Oh yeah, the sterile clean room. That's going to be a thing soon. But looks like we need that. And then there's the coils. And then there's this nonsense over here. Yes. So, other than that, there's these two materials that we should try and get going. Darmstadium is going to be ruthenium and arsenic vapor. Now, I think I did set up the arsenic vapor. Yeah, they're right there. So, go ahead and get that. Now, did I get Darmstadium in the... Yes. Fusion. Mark 2. Alright, so it's still making that. Almost done. Kind of not really tempted, but there probably is a way to parallelize fusion reactors, and I think I looked into it, but I'm just not feeling that complex right now. There is kind of a half situation with fusion reactors. But, yeah. What's going on here? Okay. So that is finishing up. We could probably get an ingot right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There we go. Our first Tritanium. Huzzah! Okay. Get that. Alright, so that is that. Get that. And that opens up the door for that. But I want to get the Darmstadium, if we can. Then, do I have Americium handled? Could be Lutetium and Chromium. So that's going to need its own thing going on. Alright, so while I wait for that to finish up, let's get a solidifier recipe. Boop. And there we go. Darmstadium. Nice. Okay, so it's going to open up the way for UV machine holes. What's that going to look like? Yttrium, barium, cuprate, UV, Darmstadium, PBI sheets. Yeah, that doesn't look too that crazy. Let's see, Americium, this is UV, wait. Let's see. Lutetium. I don't think we have lutetium. What the heck does that come from? Oh, we gotta fuse it. I see. Okay, so Lantha. Yeah, we got plenty of that. Okay, so let's get that bookmarked. We're gonna need that in a second. Boop. Oh. Pattern. Right, and then with that, there's the silicon. Don't have liquid silicon yet. So let's go and look at that. Is that going to require... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to need silicon, lutetium. Okay. Let's grab a fluid cell. Although we might want to wrap this episode up because we're getting a little long. but I was just kind of hoping to fill out the rest of this episode. Did get some progress, so that is one thing. So I'm gonna put you away. Then these are gonna go there. I think, yeah. Okay. So we'll come back next episode and we'll continue on with the Meracium. Get the UV going. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna need Triniquad alloy, which Tritanium coil ABS. Yes. Oh, that's another thing. I did end up moving the Dragon Steel production into molten. If we look at the math here, and I think I've upgraded the cat furnace to be UV, so it will make 14 ingots of Dragon Steel at 158 seconds, and yeah, that will be quicker than the HIF, I think. But regardless, I want to have the cat furnace used for something. Anywho, yeah, so we'll have to get the Triniquad alloy prepared next episode, and get the Tritanium coils, and then the fun journey into wetware begins, which then, well, I guess we move into here with the Fusion Mark III, Neutronium, rotary hearth, wetware, and all this crazy business. But yeah, that being said, if you guys did enjoy what you saw here today, please leave a like or comment down below and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out. And I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.